Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a double whammy video for you. I went like this. I meant to do a two video in one, a double whammy video. I am going to be doing my 2017 luxury wish list, and then at the end of the video I'm going to be doing a handbag reveal. And if you have been following me on Instagram and Snapchat, I'm pretty sure you know what it is. If you're not, I'll put my name somewhere on the screen. You can check out my Instagram. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. Hit the subscribe button and the little bell so that way you can be notified every time that I upload a video. I do try to upload at least once a week, so hopefully you will join my YouTube fam. And let's go ahead and get started right into the wish list. I want to just put a disclaimer out there. I am very guilty of changing my mind constantly, and don't hold it against me if the next item that I get was not even mentioned on this wish list, and don't hold it against me if I don't get any of these items mentioned on my wish list. This is just a wish list, but I did break it down to the most realistic wish list ever. I mean, if it was unrealistic, we'd be here for forever and a day. So I'm definitely talking about items that I 100% see myself actually pulling the trigger on and purchasing. So I'm going to start off with the smaller items and work my way up to the bigger items, the good stuff, the handbags, and then I'll do my handbag reveal at the end of the video. So I'm going to put images on the screen that I just got off of Google Images. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for this. I don't think I'm a big enough YouTuber to get in trouble for this, so we'll see, but I'm just going to go ahead and start. So the first thing is a fragrance, and it is from Louis Vuitton. It's obviously one of their new fragrances. I'm butchering the name, so don't get mad at me for saying this wrong. It's called Contre Moi. It's their vanilla scent. It smells so good. It is, though, I will say, a scent I wouldn't wear on me every day. It's more of like an evening. It's very sexy. It's deep. It's warm. I do see myself wearing it more in the fall and the winter time, but in the evenings it works too. I have a little tester tube from New Year's Day. We went to the Fashion Island location in Newport Beach, and I have that tester tube still to this day, and it's like halfway full. Literally one spray of that and it lasts the entire day. Some of my scarves and like my leather jacket, and I think one of my denim jackets still smells like that. It is so strong, it's so potent, and that's what I love. I think a bottle will last me a really long time, so I really want to get my hands on that fragrance. It smells so good. Definitely check out their fragrances when you are near Louis Vuitton. Okay, going on to the next small item. It is an item that I already own, but I want it in another color. It is my Balenciaga leather cuff bracelet with the gold, or yeah, with the giant hardware. I don't want one with gold. I actually want one with silver hardware. I want the gray one with the silver hardware. Oh, I think that combination between the two will look super cool. What I love about this bracelet is that it's understated. No one really has it, and no one really knows what it is unless you know. If you know, you know. But I like that it doesn't like scream in your face what a brand is. And I already have like my Gucci bag and my Gucci belt, and I have monogram bags, and it's just like, okay, calm down. You don't need to have labels on you everywhere. So I do really like how this is understated, and it's really comfortable to wear. That's my favorite thing about it. It's really comfortable. It's good by itself. Obviously makes a statement by itself, and then you could layer whatever you want with it. Right now I'm just wearing my little Elle cuff, and I have it with the February stone, and that is purple-ish, and it is just such an easy bracelet to layer with everything. Like I said, it's cute alone, it's cute with a watch, it's cute with 10 other bracelets, and I just want to have 2 of them, and I want to wear them together, separate, all of that. So yes. Going on into SLGs, I would love to add a Toiletry 19 from Louis Vuitton to my collection. I think it's that perfect size to also wear as a clutch. I love that it has the wipeable inside. Going from there, if I end up loving the Toiletry 19, maybe I'll get it in the 15, maybe I'll get it in the 26, but I want to start off with the 19. I want to start off right in the middle. I think it's another really good larger catch-all for a bigger bag. I just really want it. So I also do think the shape is really cute to wear as a clutch out. You guys know I love wearing my little catch-all bags as clutches, my pochette accessories, my mini pochette. I use them as bags, so I like the fact that it has a double purpose or multi-purpose function to it, but I do like the fact that because it does have a wipeable, cleanable inside, that if I wanted to use it for cosmetics, I can easily clean the inside and voila. Next, I want to talk about card holders. At first, it was a battle between 2, and now it's a battle between 3, and I blame it on La La Vie here on YouTube. Hi, babe. She did a fantastic review on an item that I never knew existed, and that's what I love about our community here on YouTube. You get to learn about different items that you didn't know existed, and she did a review on this piece called the Rosalie coin purse from Louis Vuitton. It's super cute. It's like the same size as a card holder, but it has a flap. Inside it has a gusset with card slots, and it also has a coin purse little section. So it's definitely not just a coin purse, even though that's its name. And then before that came into play, which she did the review maybe a couple weeks ago, I'll link her video below. It's really good. So thank you, babe, for doing that review. Since that is a newer item that came into my brain, I want to let it marinate a little bit longer, but it is probably the #1 contender. Right after that is these 2 other card holders that I was debating on between, and that's just the classic Louis Vuitton card holder in the monogram print with either the fuchsia lining or the brown, or the Saint Laurent card holder that has, you know, the caviar-like leather. It's not caviar leather, but textured like caviar leather in a pop of color. I don't mind if it's gold or silver hardware. It doesn't bother me, but I want it in a pop of color. I do like prints and pops of color when it comes to my SLGs. I can find them really quickly in my bag, and it adds a little bit more fun. A lot of my bags are black, minus the bag that I got that I'm going to be showing you later, but I do like having color like when I open my bag. So that is just going to have to be a battle until I decide between those 3. Now going on into shoes. I mean, there's a lot of shoes in the luxury world that I would love to have, but realistically, I would really love to just get this pair, and I will be happy. I will just be happy with this one pair, and they are going to be on my wish list forever until I get them. So I'm really sorry if you're sick of hearing about them. And they're the Chloe Susanna boots. They are really expensive, but you guys know how I feel about boots. If I'm gonna spend a chunk of change on a pair of shoes, especially in the luxury world, I'd prefer it to be boots, because I do feel like you are getting the most amount of shoe for your money. And I know the Chloe Susanna boots have been out for a really long time, but I don't care. The fact that I still am obsessed with them, the way I'm obsessed with them from the first day that I saw them to this day, means I need them. I definitely, I don't need, we don't need anything. This is first world problems, but it means I want them really bad in my wardrobe. They're like the perfect thing ever. I would get them in the classic black with the gold hardware studs. If I was going into like dream world shoes and wish lists, then I would probably have like a million of the Princetown mules from Gucci, because I absolutely love my Jeffrey Campbell ones. But Gucci keeps coming out with new like prints with their Princetown mules, and it's getting kind of like overwhelming. Like, I want them all, and at that point I'm just like, okay, none, you know. But if I did get a Princetown mule, it would be the one that just came out that has the gold and silver black brocade fabric all over it. Oh my god, the fact that it has gold and silver on it, I mean, come on, that's like perfect. And it's just so pretty. I wouldn't want to get a plain simple one. I would definitely want to do something more fun, because everything that I've gotten from Gucci recently is just really simple and plain, and I want to get into like their stuff that, you know, what they're kind of known for at the moment, which is like crazy and fun and just different and unique. So I wouldn't be able to pull the trigger on those though, because I feel like I'm going to be scared that in a month they're going to come out with a different pair that I'm going to want to. You know what I mean? So this is just a wish list. So if I would get a pair of Princetowns now, that would be the pair that I get. Okay, going on into handbags. Am I going into handbags already? Yeah, that's it. This wish list is really like, surprisingly, when I cut it down to like the things that I realistically wanted, I was like, wow, I'm being really reasonable. But you guys know I'm going to change my mind tomorrow probably. I'm going to want 10 other things, but you guys will know. You guys are like not the first to know, because I really do think it's easier for me to snap a picture on Instagram when I first get something, but you guys are always included, and I do think most of you are following me on Instagram anyway. Let me get into the handbags. Majority of them are Louis Vuitton. The first bag that I'm going to mention is another item where I don't think is ever going to come off my wish list until I pull the trigger. Now, the reason why I haven't pulled the trigger on this one, really solely, the sole reason is because I don't know which canvas print to get it in. And it is the Speedy Bandolier in the 25. I don't know whether to do monogram or the Damier Ebene. I know the Damier Ebene is more carefree, but I'm not picky about like my vachetta or vachetta, whatever you want to call that leather, getting water stains and marks and things like that. I personally like that look. I love the look of a really golden honey patina, and I don't care if it has marks and stains on it. So that's not really the reason that I would get a Damier Ebene over the monogram print. I don't know. I really don't know. And the next bag on my wish list, or yeah, the next bag on my wish list would maybe determine which print I got the Speedy B25 in. And it is actually a handbag that I get asked pretty much at least once a week. I get an email or like asked on one of my pictures on Instagram or DM'd about, and it's my thoughts on the Pochette Matisse. And I say the same thing to everybody, and it's, I absolutely love that bag. I know it's something that's very oversaturated on social media, but I don't see it in person. I live in Los Angeles. I really don't see it on anybody. Maybe I've seen it on one person, but Not really. I actually feel like that was around the time too when it was like the first generation of that bag where it was like the harder leather. It wasn't one of the newer ones, and it was a couple of years ago. I've been in love with that bag since the first generation, and I really, when I say first generation, I mean before they tweaked the canvas and made it softer. But I've never pulled the trigger on that bag too, because I also had a feeling that they were gonna come out with it in another leather, and they did, and now it's out in the Empreinte leather. At first I was kind of like, you know what, I'm not gonna end up getting the Pochette Métis. It's a beautiful bag. I'm probably gonna get the Speedy B25 in the monogram print, and that'll be my little crossbody monogram print bag. But then they came out within the Empreinte leather, and I was like, holy cow, it is so stunning. It took my breath away. I was like, that's the bag on my wish list. If I'm gonna get a Pochette Métis, that is most likely the one to get. But then I was thinking about it, was like, wait a minute. If I get it in the monogram print, that strap is also going to double as a strap that I've been wanting for my pochette accessories. And then also it would determine which Speedy B I would get. I would get the Speedy B25 in the Damier Ebene. I'd have the Pochette Métis in the monogram print, and I'd also have that strap as well for my pochette accessories. But then when I see the Empreinte one too, it's just like, it takes my breath away. It basically gave me a new light on the monogram print one. When I do put them side by side, I am more attracted to the Empreinte one. So technically, I do think that's the one I would end up getting. I don't think the strap doubling up for my pochette accessories, being a strap as well for that bag, is going to sell me on just getting the monogram print. If anything, I would just get the Empreinte one and buy a monogram print strap. I don't know. I really don't know. So that's where it kind of gets sticky with those bags. And I do feel like if I were to walk in right now and I had both of them in front of me and I was able to just purchase one in a second, it would be the Empreinte one. So for the moment, I'm going to say it's the Empreinte one next. The black Empreinte. I'm saying that wrong. I'm pronouncing that wrong. The black leather one, okay? It just took my breath away. I think it's the perfect black little leather crossbody bag. So the last Louis Vuitton bag on my wish list item, which will probably be if I did get a Louis Vuitton bag next, would be the one I got first, because I'm very sure, very sure that I want this, and it's different from anything. I'm not confusing it. I'm not confused between this and a different brand or anything like that. I want the Palm Springs backpack in the PM size. It is the perfect, most carefree, in-between size backpack I have ever seen. It's so beautiful. I have a weakness for the black leather against the monogram print. It's just, there's something about it that's so stunning. Jerusha has it. Looks so cute on her. It just seems very roomy. It doesn't seem like you're, you know, trying to downsize to use that bag. I do love the mini one. I think it's very cute. I love the fact you can use it as a crossbody bag, but I don't really need that, nor am I craving something like that in my collection. I want a true backpack, and I love that it has the thick shoulder straps. I just think it's super edgy and cool and just fits in with my style well. So if I were to get a Louis Vuitton bag next, that would probably be the bag I'm getting, even though I know the Speedy B25 is so classic, but I really do not know which canvas print to get it in. And like I said about the Pochette Métis, I'm leaning more towards the black Empreinte. I see that being just a little bit more useful long-term, and I do kind of love classic bags in the print. I don't know what I'm saying, because the Palm Springs backpack is not a classic bag. So I'm really confused. Clearly, this is why we do the wish list video, and this is why I love having a wish list, because then I could literally research all these items and sort of just let them either fade off my wish list or just stay on my wish list until I make my decision. Okay, moving away from Louis Vuitton. Sheesh. I surprisingly do not have any Gucci bags on my wish list. None. Isn't that weird? Like, I'm lusting more over their clothing and their belts and their shoes at the moment. I love their bags, don't get me wrong, but I do feel like I got my fix from my little mini at the moment. I do love the fact that that bag fills the void for me at the moment, so I'm just going to leave it at that. And I will say the next bag that I would love to add to my collection, and this is probably something that will be on my wish list too forever until I get it, is the vertical quilting vintage Chanel bag in the medium. I'm making up a size. It's not the size of the jumbo, more of like a medium sort of size. So if I were to compare it to a classic Chanel bag size, it would maybe be the size of the old medium boy. I just don't know if I've ever even seen this or if I'm making it up in my head, but I want it in that size and I want it in a color, maybe red, maybe blue. I don't know if I want it in black. If I found it in perfect condition in black at a good price point, then maybe. I don't really know, but I really want a vertical quilted vintage Chanel bag. So because it's so like scarce, my description, it's gonna be harder to find, and that's good because I definitely am tapped out for the moment, and I don't even want to start looking because I know myself, if I start looking I'm gonna end up finding it, and I don't want to pull the trigger yet. I just do want that in my collection though. I'm actually lusting over a vintage Chanel bag over anything at the moment, really, even over the Louis Vuitton stuff. So yeah, that's weird. Going into handbags that I didn't add to my wish list but almost did, but maybe it'll be next year's wish list, is pretty much everything from Dior. Dior is really catching my attention. I love their little clutches that say J'adore or whatever it says on it, and I love the diorama and I love the Dior Ever. All of those bags are so stunning, but I don't know enough about the bags, nor have I ever even seen them in person, touched them in person. I haven't seen too many videos on these bags, so I wouldn't say it's fair to put them on my wish list yet. I really wanted this to be a realistic wish list, but Dior is definitely distracting me, and I'm looking at it, but from a distance. Maybe next wish list, we shall see. Okay, going on into my handbag reveal. Like I said, if you're following me on Instagram, then you already know what this handbag is. So obsessed with it. I will do a separate video on this handbag later down the road, maybe a month or two into me owning it and using it, so I can really give you a thorough video. There's not a lot of videos on YouTube about this particular bag, so I definitely think it'll be helpful if someone's interested in it. Before I show you this bag, I just want to let you know I did get rid of my Givenchy Antigona in the medium size a couple months ago. At that size, which it was pretty big, I was lusting over a top handle structured bag, and it did what it was supposed to do. I tried carrying my laptop in it a few times. That didn't work out so well. I just prefer using my Neverfull GM, period. Like anything at that sort of size, I just would rather use my Neverfull. But I still was wanting a more structured, medium sort of sized bag in my collection. I could have gone the Givenchy Antigona small route, but I knew in my heart that this was the bag that I wanted. I always have told myself, if I came across the Celine Micro, which this is the bag, and I'm going to show it to you in 1 second. If I ever came across the Celine Micro in perfect condition, in the perfect tricolor that took my breath away, at a good price, you need to get it. And I did. I came across it. It obviously happened very quickly after I got my Gucci bag, but with the pre-loved market, that sort of just happens. Majority of the time when you are not really looking too direct, you do end up finding it, and it just ends up popping up into your life. So that's what happened with me, and here is my beautiful Celine Micro. Whoa, it's coming off like Cookie Monster blue. Which is actually really pretty, and that would be cool. But this is actually like more of like a powder baby blue in person, like a lilac-y periwinkle, I want to say, with the black smooth leather and the taupe nubuck. It's suede like, but it's not suede. So this is more of like a structured stiff leather. It's not as fragile as suede, but it feels like it's super soft. You can even see when you move your finger across it up and down, it changes the color. It's such a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous color. It was basically brand new with tags. It has a little bit of nicks and scratches on it, but the price of this bag was pretty insane. I would highly recommend, if you are interested in Celine luggage totes, check out the pre-loved market. Quality of Celine bags are so amazing, so impeccable. I don't want to sound too repetitive in the video that I do make of this bag, so I'm gonna save kind of like my thoughts on this bag for another day, another video, but I did wanted to show you guys my new baby. I have been using it pretty much for 2 weeks straight. I just love it. It goes with everything. Like, that's what I wanted so bad. Like, I wanted a bag that was a lighter color. It wasn't black, and I got it. And I also got my pop of color. I did get my black, and I have my light color. So it's just 3-in-1 colorway, obviously. And I kind of secretly love that these bags are off the radar at the moment, and that you don't see everyone unboxing these bags every day, nor do you see these bags like on social media, like flooding social media at the moment. So I'm kind of secretly obsessed with that. And the fact that this is a tricolor does make it a little bit more rare. Well, at least this colorway, you know, they only make a certain amount of the tricolors when they do it. So Oh, it's just so beautiful. And this is from the 2016 collection, just in case anyone was wondering. Beautiful, beautiful, obsessed. You guys know how I feel about the robot face. I have a robot tattooed on my arm, so it's way more prominent than on my Nano because it's, you know, a lighter color with the, it's so cute. It's so freaking cute. And I will say this is probably the bag that I've gotten the most compliments on in the shortest period of time. I've obviously only owned it for a couple of weeks. I have gotten stopped. I've been told that the color was striking. I've just been told the most like sweetest things because it really is very, very eye-catching and very unique. I am really in love with it and hopefully you guys like it too. And if you guys are interested in seeing a separate video on this bag, let me know in the comments below. Yeah, because I'm gonna do it anyway. But I do want to know if you guys are interested in seeing that. So yeah, my new baby. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Mwah.